So as it's a linear block code, subclass of linear block code, so we can find it, that means the coding can be designed by means of your generator matrix, and also at the deceiver section you can also be correct the error by using the parity chain matrix. Okay. The construction of the cyclic code is a very easy to implement because it possesses rich algebraic structure, and it has extremely concise specification. Okay, so you can easily implement or easily design the encoder by using simply shift register modulo operation. Okay, by means of shift register and the modulo operation, that is a XOR operation, you can easily implement or easily design the encoder of the cyclic code. So this cyclic code is practically used. It has a very important for the practical cases, or practically it is useful because that means cost effective way, or it is for design of this code or the implementation of the code is less expensive compared to the other channel coding techniques, either your block code, convolution code, or trellis code. So compared to that, this coding techniques is easy to implement. The construction is just by means of a shift register and the modulo operation or XOR operation. And as it has that means your specification are very concise, and it is a very easily implement and that means cost effective way you can implement. So it is practically very useful, and any number of error, this is used for correcting higher number of error. Okay, so in case of your block code that I have discussed, that is for single error correction. So more than single error, you can go for the cyclic code. It is nothing but a subclass of the cyclic code. As it is a subclass of the block code, so obviously the block code properties, that is a linear property, and that is your zero code word property, or all these properties should also be maintained by the cyclic code. So when you are designing the cyclic code, so you have to be keep in mind that the property of the linear block code should also be applicable in case of cyclic code. So this property should be exist. So if I define what should be the basic definition of the cyclic code, if I say C is a cyclic code, so a code C is cyclic if C is a linear code. So obviously it is a block code, linear subclass of linear block code. So C must be linear. That means it must, that is the property, that is the superposition property. And any cyclic shift of the code word is also a code word. So these two properties should maintain, or to design a code, you have to be consider these two properties. If your code design is that means if the properties is maintained, obviously your code is a cyclic code. So any cyclic shift of a code word is also a code word. That is, whenever suppose A0, A1, A2 up to N-1 are belongs to C, that means C is a code. So the shift of the code, that means these are the C is your cyclic code, and these are the different code word within this cyclic code. So the shift of the code, cyclic shift of the code, that is the right shift of the code. That means if I right shift this thing, so obviously an will be here, an minus 1 and a0 up to an minus 2. This also belongs to C. So if C satisfy these two property, so obviously the C is called a cyclic code. C has to be satisfy the linearity property as well as the cyclic shift property. Now take an example, code C. So within the code C, if I say code C is a set, so within this set there is a subset 0, 0, 0, one subset, another is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. See here the code C is a, if I say this is a cyclic code, so it must satisfy the properties of the linear block code because it is a subclass of the linear block code. So one properties of the linear block code should be within the code words there should be a 0 word. So this 0 word is within your C, and the cyclic shift property, if I consider the cyclic shift property, and if it is a C here for 101, if I shift right shifted of that, so it will be, what will be this thing? This will be, that will be your right circular. If I shift right circularly shifted, so 1 will be shifted this position, so it will be your 0, 1, 1. Clear? Similarly 0, 1, 1 is also be your circularly right shifted will be 1, 1, 0. Clear this thing? So this is a this is a cyclic code. So in this case we are not considering your linearity property. I am coming this point also. So suppose a repetition code, 6-2 repetition code. So what is 6-2 repetition code? So in the 6-2 repetition code, 2 digit will be repeated and length of the code will be 6, NK. So the length of the code is N, 2 is your information. So your information is repeated number of time so that the length of the code will be 6. So now if I say the 2, so it is 2 into 3 times it will be repeated. So 0, 0, again 0, 0, again 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So it will be, if I shift this thing, 1 is suppose shifted this position. So 0 will be shifted this position, this 1 will be shifted this position, 0 will be shifted this position. So this will be shifted and it will be formed this code one. Like that. So it is also be satisfy the property of the second property, cyclic shift. So if it is shifted, so it also be a cyclic shifted, also contained within the C. Okay. Now if I consider this code 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now if I shift this thing, so 1 is circularly shifted, 1, 1, that means 1, 1, 0, 0. So this is not contained within your code. Now for this case, if I shift it, so 0 will be shifted here. So 0, 0, 1, 1. Code will be 0, 0, 1, 1. That also not be within your code C. So this is not satisfy the properties of the second property, that is a cyclic shift property. Okay. Now a 5-2 linear block code, if I consider a 5 to linear block code, and for 5 to linear block code, the generator matrix is of this form. So in this case, how many information? K is 2, n is 5. So n minus k, parity will be 3. Clear? Now suppose the information is your 1101 and these are the parity. Suppose this is your generator matrix is given. Okay. So is a single error correcting code and set of code words. So from the generator matrix, using this generator matrix, the code word is form C of this thing. So within this code word, see here 00000, one code word is contained, that is all 0. So obviously this is the satisfy the properties of the linear block code. But if I consider 10111 and if I shift it, what will be the effect? That will be 11011, isn't it? If I shift this thing, so if we shift 0, so it will be 0. So it's not problem, it is contained within your code word C. Now if I shifted, right circle is shifted 10111, so 1 will be this position, this 1 will be in the second position, so 11011, 11011, no, this is 10. So that circle is shifted code word is not within the code C. So obviously, as it is satisfy the first property but not satisfy the second property, so this 5 to linear block code is not a sub, that is not all, is not belongs to the cyclic code. So that means you can say the all block code are not cyclic code. So that's why it is called, it is a subclass of the cyclic code. So it satisfies the properties of the block code, but it has its own properties, that is the either right circle is shifted property or the left circle is shifted property. Any one of these circle is shifted property should have to be satisfied. Now suppose a Hamming code. If I consider a Hamming code, 7/4 Hamming code. So 7/4 Hamming code you are considering. 4 is your message, 7 is your length of the code. So that means 3 parity bit is added. So first code is 0001, then 10. This is the information. So all these are your information, and suppose these are the parity bits are added. Okay. So this way it is your code. Now you, if I shifted this thing for this thing, if I shift it for first code word, so right circle is shifted, this 1 will be coming over here, so it will be 11010000. So this will be this thing, second. Now if I shifted the second code word, so 0 will be coming over here, so it will be 01100100. So that is the third one. Now if I shift the third one, so it will be 0 over here, so 00111010. So this is the fourth one. So if we go on one by one, so it will be satisfy all the circular is shifted property. So obviously this Hamming code you can say a circular, it's a cyclic code. So in this case you have to be also be satisfied. You have to be checked, is this code satisfy the property, other properties of the linear block code, that is one is 0 properties, okay, and linearity property. So the properties of a cyclic code, must satisfy two conditions. One is linearity property. What that linearity property? Linearity property is, if I say Ci and Cj, two code word. That means, so in your code C, this is Ci and this is Cj. So if we add, this is the superposition property. If we add these two, and this addition obviously modulo addition, that means modulo 2 operation, Galois fill 2, then these two are the cyclic code, and then Cp also be a cyclic code. Then this the after addition or summation, the sum after summation, the resultant code also be a cyclic code. This is the linearity property. Okay, and the cyclic shifting property. Cyclic shifting property is, if I consider a code C contain the code word C1, C2, C3 up to Cn. So after shifting left or right by any number of bits of C1 or C2 or Cn, generates a code word which belongs to C. Then the code is a cyclic code. So these two properties should be satisfied by the cyclic code. One is your linearity property. So in case of block code, this property also there. This is linearity property because block code is a linear code, and as the cyclic code is a subclass of the block code, so obviously it should also be satisfy the linearity property. And the additional thing is the cyclic shifting property. Now if I check a code C, and in the code C, the number of code words that are 0000, 0110, 1001, and 1111. 4 code words are contained within this code C. So these are the subset of C. Now one thing is 000 code word is belongs to your C. Obviously it is one of the properties of the linear block code. Now you check the first property, that is the linearity property. So if we add anything code word with 000, obviously that also gives a code word that should be within C. So I am not considering this part, so I am just discarding this thing, only I am considering the rest C. So if I add 0110 with 1001, so what is the addition give? 0, 1, that is 1, 1, 0, that is also 1, 1, 0, that is also 1, 0, 1 also 1. So 1, 1, 1. So this 1, 1, 1, 1 is a valid code word that is also contained within the code C. Now check for other 1001, 1001 added with, so this addition all are XOR 1111. So 1 is 1, 0, 0, 1 is 1, 0, 1 is 1, 1, 1 is 0. So 0, 1, 1, 0. So 0, 1, 1, 0 is also a valid code word of code C. So this satisfies the linearity property. Now check the cyclic shifting property, circular shifting property, circular shifting property is satisfied or not. Now suppose the code word, or I am considering the second code word 0110, 0110. So right shifting property, what you will get? 0011, 0011. So 0011 is not any element of this set C. So it is not satisfied. If any of the element is not satisfying the property, so obviously this is not a cyclic code. So this is one assignment is given to you. So this thing is I have already, this is another. Okay, so you have to be check, is this satisfy the property or the not. This is your assignment. Now the types of the cyclic code. You can generate the cyclic code in two different ways. One is non-systematic way, another is the systematic way. Two way you can generate the cyclic code. First we will consider the non-systematic way. So it's a generator matrix of any, it is a generator matrix of a cyclic code, and we are considering the code length is n and information or message is k bits. So generator matrix we are considering, as it is a cyclic code, I have mentioned the cyclic code. So how generator matrix will be formed? See, first is the basis function of the generator matrix, G0, G1, G2, G3 up to Gn minus k minus 1 in minus k. So this is your actually basis, and these are the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, as we are considering the cyclic code, so it will be circularly shifted property should be satisfied. So this 0 will be coming over here, and it will be just the right shifted. Second row 0, 0, G0, G1. So at the last, these are all are 0, 0, 0, and this will be Gn minus k. G0, G0 means Gn minus k because it was Gn minus k. So it is a non-systematic cyclic code generation. That means for non-systematic way, you can generate the cyclic code by means of the generator matrix. And generator matrix is, that means convolved with the message vector or information vector. So in a non-systematic cyclic codes, the code vector C is generated by means of a generator matrix convolved with the message vector. Okay, so product of the message vector and G, same as your block code generation, where M is contained M0, M1 up to Mk minus 1, as we are considering M not here, and your message is contained K number of bits, so obviously it will be K minus 1 dimension. So what will be the C0? C0 is M0, G0. G0 is the first element of the generator matrix. What will be the C1? C1 will be M0, G1 plus M1, G0. It will be shifted, circularly shifted. That's why that when G1 is coming, so obviously, sorry, M1 is coming, so M1 will be multiplied with G0, and this is your M0 is multiplied with G1, because your generator matrix is circularly shifted, element will be circularly shifted. So that is already shown here. So this way, Cn minus k is generated by M0 Gn minus k, M1 Gn minus k minus 1, and Mn minus k into G0. Or you can write that summation over J0 to k minus 1 Mj G L minus 1, because we are considering this is CL. Okay. So these are given here. So this is nothing but the convolution of your generator matrix and the message vector. This thing can be represented, because already in the starting of your class I have mentioned the implementation of the cyclic code is very simple. By means of you can easily construct cyclic code by means of shift register and the modulo operation. So instead of this complete, that is a complex your convolution operation, you can easily represent this thing by the polynomial representation. Mostly in case of cyclic code, we are representing the cyclic code by means of polynomial representation. Message is represented by the message polynomial, or generator matrix is represented by the generator polynomial. Now we are considering that C is a code, cyclic code, contain the code word C0, C1, C2 up to Cn minus 1. Length of the code is n. So code polynomial can be written as C0 x0, that is the subscript, C1 x to the power 1, or you can say this is equal to 1. So C0 plus C1 x to the power x plus C2 x square up to Cn minus 1 x to the power n minus 1. Okay. So what is C0, C1, C2, this thing? So the power of the polynomial, the power of x correspond to your bit position. That means how you are shifting. So as the structure will be looks like that, so you can easily implement by means of your shift register and the modulo operation, because you are shifting the bit. So this power of this x correspond to the bit position, and the coefficients are this C0, C1, C2, Cn. These are nothing but the coefficient of the polynomial. So what is the value of this coefficient? That is, in case of your that means your, as you are applying the code for digital information, so it will be either 0 or 1. So these are your this x to the x power is representing the bit position, and these are the coefficient of the polynomial, and the value of the coefficient either 0 or 1. Now if I take an example 1 0 1 0 0 0 1, all of you know how we can represent. So 1 is multiplied with x to the power 0, plus 0 is multiplied with x to the power 1, plus 1 is multiplied with x to the power 2, plus 0 is multiplied with x cube, plus 0 is multiplied with x to the power 4, plus 0 is multiplied with x to the power 5, plus 1 is multiplied with x to the power 6. So this thing is shown here. So x to the power 0 is 1. This is 0. This is 1 x square. So ultimately you are getting 1 plus x square plus x to the power 6. So for this bit of information, or for this code word can be represented in polynomial form this way. And when you are representing this code word by this form, polynomial form, so you can easily implement by means of a shift register. And for this case, if I take another example 0 1 0 1 1 1 0, so this will be 0 into x to the power 0, that is also 0, plus 1 into x to the power 1, that means x, 0 into x to the power square, so x square, so it is also 0. So you are getting x, then x cube, then x to the power 4, then x to the power 5, and x to the power 6 is 0. So this code word can be represented by the polynomial x plus x cube plus x4 plus x5. Okay, and each code word is represented by the polynomial of degree that is less than or equal to n minus 1, because your code word length is n. So you are considering, see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Your code length is here 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chord length is 7. So your order of the polynomial is 6. So n minus 1. Either n minus 1 or less than or equal to n minus 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So chord length is 7, but the polynomial power, highest power is 5. So this is less than n minus 1. So degree of the polynomial of your chord polynomial is less than equal to n minus 1. This is very important thing. This thing is clear to you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is the theorem of the non-systematic cyclic chord? So, theorem of the non-systematic cyclic chord is the cyclic chord polynomial Cx can be represented by multiplying data polynomial dx of degree k minus 1 and a generator polynomial gx of degree n minus k as Cx equal to dx and gx. I have already mentioned here for non-systematic case, the generator matrix and your message vector can nothing but the convolution of your generator matrix and the message vector. So these things you are representing by means of a polynomial. So the theorem here for non-systematic cyclic chord that the chord polynomial, so chord vector. In this case, instead of saying the chord vector, we are considering chord polynomial. So chord polynomial Cx can be generated by multiplying generator polynomial data polynomial of power k minus 1. K is the number of bits of the message, and the generator polynomial gx of degree n minus k. Here, because n minus k means how many parity bit you are adding. So that's why generator polynomial degree will be n minus k. So Cx is nothing but your dx, the data polynomial, multiplied with the generator polynomial. Generator polynomial gx is the n minus kth order factor of x to the power n plus 1. X to the power n plus 1 is n is the chord length, and the generator polynomial is the order factor of the x to the power n minus 1. Sorry, x to the power n plus 1. So you have to be factorized x to the power n plus 1, and this should be gives you the generator polynomial, and the order of the generator polynomial will be n minus t. So it will be more clear when I give an example. So encoding is performed by the multiplication, that is Cx equal to dx into gx. That thing is already mentioned here. So generator polynomial is gx, completely define the code. Now take an example how you can generate non-systematic way of the cyclic code. So based on this theorem. Now a generator polynomial is gx we are considering. We have to find out the generator polynomial gx for a 7-4 cyclic code. Also find all the code vector of this code. See here, generator polynomial should be, the power should be n minus kth order factor of x to the power n plus 1. Now x to the power n is this 7 and k is 4. So n minus k, that should be 3. So the order degree of gx should be 3, but it should be the factor of x to the power n plus 1. So x to the power 7 plus 1. So you have to be factorized x to the power 7 plus 1. So if we factorize x to the power 7 plus 1, then what you are getting? X plus 1. All these, that means your factorial, that means how you are factorizing your polynomial. This primitive polynomial is also be given. Okay, there is a primitive polynomial x to the power 7, x to the power your 255, like this. All these things are in table form, that is also given. So if it is a small, so it is possible, but for the long length of code, it is very difficult to factorize. So x to the power 7 plus 1, so it is factorized as x plus 1, x cube plus x square plus 1, and x cube plus x plus 1. Now what should be the degree of gx? Gx degree should be n minus k, that is 3. So in this case, when you are factorizing this thing, so I have already mentioned in this line, that is the generator polynomial is gx is n minus kth order factor of x to the power n plus 1. So we can consider, in this case, three polynomials are there, that is the product of the three polynomial. One is x plus 1, another is x cube, that means factor, x cube plus x square plus 1, another is x cube plus x plus 1. And this, the degree is 1, the degree is 3, degree is 3. So either you can choose, that means as you have to be consider the degree of gx is 3, so you can consider either this or this. Okay. But in this case, we are considering this will be much more easier to handle. So we are considering x cube plus x plus 1. Because there is a term of x square. So we are considering this thing. So let us take gx is x cube plus x plus 1. And we are considering a data. Data is 1, 0, 0, 0. That is 8. 1, 0, 0, 0. So data polynomial can be written as, that is, either you can write from this or this. This is LSB, this is MSB, or you can consider this is LSB or this is MSB. Okay. But I am considering that this is your LSB and right, that is, this one is your MSB. Clear? So that's why you are considering 0 into x to the power 0 plus g is 0 into x to the power 1 plus 0 into x to the power 2 and 1 into x to the power cube. So your data polynomial is x to the power cube for this case. And if we write that this is your LSB, so it will be only 1. Isn't it? This will be only 1, because 1 into x to the power 0 and rest are coefficient are 0, so obviously it will be 0. So for that case your dx will be 1. So you can use this way, but if we use this way, same thing you have to be taken for gx also. Now the code polynomial cx is dx into gx. So your dx is x cube and gx is x cube plus x plus 1. I have taken that polynomial. So you are getting multiplication x cube, then x4 plus x cube. Then what is your code? Code will be, if I take this is your LSB and this is your MSB, so code will be, first x0 is 0, coefficient is 0, x1 coefficient is 0, so that is also 0, x square also 0, coefficient is 0, x cube is 1, so this is x cube is existing, so this is 1, x4 is existing, so this is 1, x5 is missing, that means coefficient is 0, so it is coefficient is written 0, and x6 is existing means coefficient is 1, so it is 1. So this is LSB and this is MSB, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1. So this is for the data 1 0 0 0. Clear? So this way you can generate other code word, as in this case we are considering 7-4 your cyclic code. So for 7-4 cyclic code, so your data is 0 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 1. So 16. So this I am considering only 1. So rest you can also calculate same way. Now you can also find out, I have already mentioned, so if I take that this is your LSB and this is the MSB, so for this case dx will be 1. So 1 is multiplied with, just I am reversing because 1 plus x2, because we are considering LSB left and right is your the MSB. Okay. And for that case code is 1 1 0 1 0 0. For this message here code is different. So it depends on the choice of your designer. How designer choosing the polynomial, how it is, where it is LSB or MSB. Otherwise in your exam LSB and MSB will be mentioned. Otherwise for two designer your design of the code will be varied. Okay. So rest of the code can also be generated and that is listed in the table. All these code can easily be generated for 0 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 1. And this table is considering this way, that means for this notation, that means right side, that is left side is your LSB and right side is your MSB. Okay. So this way it is, all these thing is mentioned over here. So this was your generation of cyclic code non-systematic way. Okay. Now to construct a cyclic code of length n, what we are finding? First we are considering the factor of x to the power n plus 1. When we are constructing the cyclic code, first we are constructing the generator polynomial, because generator polynomial was not given. So question was find a generator polynomial. So that means you have to first find out the generator polynomial, and if your code length is n, generator polynomial should be the order factor of the polynomial x to the power n plus 1. The factor or product of the factor of degree n minus k serve as the generator polynomial of the nk cyclic code. That already I have mentioned, and it is by an example I am explaining all these things, and clearly a cyclic code length n does not exist for every k. That means clearly a cyclic code length of n does not exist for every k. For every k means for every bit. Some of the cases it is 0, some of the cases it is 1. The code generated this way is guaranteed to be cyclic, but we know nothing yet about the minimum distance. This generated code is maybe good or bad. Okay, minimum distance already I have mentioned, Hamming distance. Okay, always we are considering that the distance between two codes should be such that if any error occurs during transmission of the your information through the channel, so maybe one bit is flipped, so that deterioration of the bit at the receiver section can easily be recovered if it satisfies the property of the minimum Hamming distance. Now see here how you can generate the cyclic code. Cyclic code of length 7. How your generator polynomial? What should be the generator polynomial? We are considering that x to the power 7 plus 1. Already I have mentioned 1 plus x plus x cube, 1 plus x square plus x cube. These are the factor. We have taken only this factor. Now, if I take the factor 1 plus x, when we can take the 1 plus x generator polynomial? For this case, if I take the 1 plus x, so for this case, what will be the length of your code? Your highest degree of the polynomial is 1. So n minus k equal to 1. Clear? How many redundant bit you are adding? Just a single bit. Polynomial degree means how many parity bit you are adding with your information. Clear? So your n is your 7. Cyclic code of length is 7. But you are choosing here the polynomial degree of order is 1. That means 1 parity bit you are adding. Then how many information bits are there? As the length of the code is 7, that means 6 bit of information should be there. 6 plus 1 parity bit, that means 7. So code should be 7, 6 code, n, k. N is 7, k is 6. Clear? Now if we choose the polynomial 1 plus x3, so highest degree of the polynomial is 3, so your length of the code is 7, so 7 minus 3, that means 4, so message information is 4, so the code will be 7, 4. Clear? So if polynomial is given and your code length is mentioned, so from that you can easily find out what should be your, how many bits of the message is required to construct that code. So for this case also highest degree is 3, so it is a 7, 4. Now if I choose these two, 1 plus x product 1 plus x cube. So highest degree will be x to the power 4. So 4 message bit. So rest is, for your generator polynomial degree. So generator polynomial degree 4 means 4 parity bit or 4 redundancy you are adding with your information. But your length of the code is 7. So how many message? 3. So the code will be, in this case, 7, 3. Clear? Now for this case, 1 plus x square plus x cube. If I choose that this one and these two product, so the degree is also 4, so obviously it will also be 7, 3 code. Now for if I to choose these two polynomial, so generator polynomial, if I construct this way, 1 plus x cube into a1 plus x square plus x3, highest degree is 6. That means 6 redundant bit you are adding, 6 parity bit you are adding, and you are constructing the code length is 7. That means how many information? Information or message bit? 1. So the code will be 7, 1 code. 7, 1 code. This thing is clear to you? This thing is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now the circuit for generation of the cyclic code by means of your shift register and your modulo operation, it will be looks like that. See, your data polynomial is, that is your D0. Previously we have written this way, that is D0 into, that is, if I say C0 means your D0, if I say D0 x to the power 0, so that is only D0, then shifting D1 x to the power 1, so D0 D1 x to the power 1, and last is dk minus 1 because your k number of message be x to the power k minus 1. And the generator polynomial g0, g1, gr minus 1 because it is up to your gr x to the power r. Okay, if I say this way, so your cx will be dx into gx, so just the multiplication of your dx and your gx, that is dx and the gx. Okay, so this will be multiplied like that. This is multiplied with this. The next one will multiply with this thing. G0 will be multiplied with D0. So you and these are added. So that's why this gives you this addition is a modulo operation. So D0 is the input is coming. It is shifted. So D0 is and shifted and it will be, that is multiplied with D0, then this thing this way, and it is just added and the output is generated. So this is nothing but your sieve register. Clear? Now the systematic addition. Sorry, systematic addition, systematic way of construction of the cyclic code. So in case of systematic cyclic code generation, the code polynomial, code word polynomial Cx of a systematic cyclic code correspond to the data polynomial. In this case, we are considering Ux is the data polynomial. It is same, dx and ux is same. You can also use that notation. Is given by, so this should be kept in mind that Cx equal to, for systematic, I am not considering non-systematic. Non-systematic is multiplication of the dx and gx, data polynomial and the generator polynomial. But it is in case of your systematic way, that means your systematic way you are adding the parity bit, and that parity bit is, that is the bx. So how you generate the bx, that is the important thing. So Cx, the code polynomial is generated is ux is multiplied with the x to the power n minus k. Who is coming now? Udipto. So your Cx is x to the power n minus k into ux plus bx. So this bx, this is your message, and this bx, and this is just the shifting. Your message is shifting, and this your bx is nothing but gives you the parity bit. Systematic way parity bit is added with the message. What is bx? How you can generate the bx? Bx is nothing but, that is x to the power n minus k ux is divided by the generator polynomial, and this will be, the remainder will be nothing but your bx. Okay, so you have to be divide the x to the power n minus k ux by generator polynomial, and the remainder that gives you the parity bit. So this, after division, the remainder is there, so that gives you the parity bit. So this parity bit will be added with the message bit. So the systematic cyclic code can be written b0, b1, b2 up to bn minus k minus 1 and u0, u1, u2 up to uk minus 1. This form is not maintained in case of non-systematic way of addition. See here, 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. If I say 1 0 0 0 there, 1 0 1, this is parity bit. But you can say this is also be this thing, but some of the code it is not maintained. Here it is maintained, but some of the code it is not maintained. Whereas in case of your systematic way, the parity bit is, this portion is the parity bit, this is your message bit, like your linear block code. So bx is b0, this is that is the your that remainder portion. This polynomial can be written of this form. This is mentioned here, and this is your message polynomial. So how you encode? If we write your algorithm, how you encode? Encoding algorithm. Multiply ux by x to the power n minus k, then divide x to the power n minus k ux by generator polynomial and obtaining bx. Then bx is added with the first term, that is x to the power n minus k into ux, and you obtain the systematic form of cyclic code. Just 1 second. See, systematic cyclic code, we are considering a 7-4 cyclic code. Previously also we have considered 7-4-4. 7 is your length, 4 is the message, 7 is the cyclic code length, 4 is your message length. And same polynomial we are considering, generator polynomial 1 plus x cube. Find the systematic code word for the message 1001. So how you form the CX? CX is x to the power n minus k ux plus bx. So n minus k, how much? 7 minus 4, that is 3. So, and in this case your ux is how much? Ux is, if I say this is your LSB and this is MSB, then 1 into x to the power 0, that is 1. This is 0 into x to the power 1 means 0, plus 0 into x to the power 2 means also 0, plus 1 into x to the power cube. So you are getting 1 plus x cube. So that is 1 plus x cube. Ux is 1 plus x cube. And x to the power n minus k, that means n minus k equal to 3. So x cube multiplied with 1 plus x cube. So you are getting x cube, that is x cube ux is x cube plus x to the power 6. This thing you are getting. Now to form bx, you have to be divide this thing by the gx. So x cube plus x to the power 6 should be divided by 1 plus x to the power cube. So this thing is shown in this box, how you are dividing. Because the remainder portion remainder gives you the parity. So you are dividing x cube plus x plus 1, and here is x6 and x cube. So first is quotient, that is x to the power 3. So x6, then x4 plus x cube. Okay, so what thing you are getting? That is, in this case we are not considering plus, minus, all these things because our modulo operation. So 2 similar means 0. Clear? In case of XOR operation, 1, 1 is 0. So here x6, x6, so 0. So x4, what is this remaining? X4, and this is also be 0, x3, x3. 2 similar means 0. So only x4. So what will be the rest? Rest quotient will be x plus x. So x4 plus x square plus x. So remainder will be x square plus x, and quotient we are not considering quotient here. We are considering this is your bx, x square plus x. So bx is x square plus x. Clear? This thing is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then you just add these two. So this thing I have again written because that means to get it clear. So now bx plus x cube to ux. So what was bx? X plus x square. So x plus x square was bx, and what you are getting x cube ux, that is x to the power cube plus x to the power 6, isn't it? So what should be the code word? So from left to right, if I write left to right, so what will be the code word? 0 into x to the power 0, that is 0. Next power is 1 into x, so coefficient is 1. Next is x square is existing, so coefficient is also 1. Next x cube is existing, so coefficient is 1. x4 not exist, so coefficient is 0. x5 not exist, coefficient is 0. x6 exist, so it is 1. So 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 is your message vector, and 0 1 1 is your parity bit. And parity bit you are just adding. Parity bit is just adding with this. Okay. So this way you can find out the data vector, code word for the data 0 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 1 for 7441. For your for the systematic generation of the cyclic code. Okay. But this job is very tedious. So this table shows how it is generated. So that means you have to be for each code word. Suppose it is 0 0 0 0, it is not problem, but 0 0 0 1. For this case, you have to be multiplied x to the power n minus k into ux, then divided by gx. So every time you have to be, that means that is there should be a division and find out the remainder portion, then remainder will be added with your ux, that x to the power n minus k into ux. So every time there is a division and the remainder portion added with the first term. And if it is a 16, so you have to be, that means 4 bits, so obviously 16 combination, for the 16 combination 16 division. If it is more than 4, so obviously it will be increasing. If it is 5, so it will also be increasing. 2 to the power 5, 32. If it is 6, then also increasing, like that. So it is a job is very tedious, means monotonous way you have to be divided by the generator polynomial. Instead of that, if we only find out that here also comes to the basis function. How the basis function is formed? So this method of finding remainder is a tedious one. There is, however, a shortcut. What is the shortcut? That shortcut is by using the generator matrix G. Now, you have to be considered only that information contain only one, only single one. If I take this table for this information, 4 bit of information, so 16 combination are there. So out of this 16 combination, 1 0 0 0, a single one is contained. 0 1 0 0. So single one is contained 1 2, then 0 0 1 0 3, again 0 0 0 1, another single one. Okay, any other single one is there? No. So it is 1 2, then 3 and 4. Okay. So you are for 4 bit of information. So you are getting 4 information word contain a single one. So for this 4 message word, you have to be find out the C export polynomial by the division method. So for this case, suppose by division method, instead of 16 division, we are considering only 4 division. And for 4 division, we are finding out the remainder and the code word we have formed. Suppose the code word we have formed by means of the systematic way of constructing the cyclic code. We are forming the code word 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 for this case. I am appending the right, then 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0, then 1 1 1. Next is 0 0 1 0 1 1 0, and another is 0 0 0 1 0 1 1. These are the 4 code words we are constructing by means of systematic way of cyclic codes generation. That is, the x to the power n minus k ux is divided by the gx polynomial and bx is formed. Now, when this thing is you have already constructed, this 4 code word will be act as a generator matrix. So we are forming a generator matrix. These are the 4 rows of the generator matrix. And rest of the code word, any of the code word can easily be find out or computed by means of matrix multiplication. So any of the code word can be generated by this m into g. So it also will give the same. Okay. So instead of that, suppose in your exam, it is given that find out the code word by systematic way of construction of the cyclic code, and for 4 bits. So for this case, you have to be form the generator matrix for only 4, that means message which contain a single one by that is the division method. Then by matrix multiplication, rest code word can also be generated by matrix multiplication of the message vector and the generator polynomial. Sorry, generator matrix. This thing is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now cyclic code generation. Already I have mentioned cyclic code generation in previous figure. This thing is also given. Again, it is showing as a previous figure. What thing is given? There is a basic difference. For these cases, it is a non-systematic. Okay, it was non-systematic. So see here, this was the feed forward. Generator polynomial is feed forward. All this thing was feed forward. Okay, but for the non-systematic, this is a division. So division is performed by feedback. Feedback. This is the division. How the division is performed. This is the division is given. The generation of the cyclic code is simple. The tap delay filter of order n minus k with the coefficient of the generator polynomial as tap weight implement the code. So these are your tap weight. So this tap weight means either 1 or 0. If it is 1, so connection is exist. If it is 0, connection is not exist. Okay. And these are just the delay, nothing else. So that's why we are considering the sieve register. So these are the delay. And another thing is the modulo 2 operation. So it is a XOR operation are there. So for systematic cyclic code, you divide x to the power n minus k ux by gx and obtain the remainder bx. So the divider circuit is implemented with feedback connection. So see here, I'm coming that thing. So this is going, and after that it is multiplied with gx, and it is feedback. Every time it is feedback. It is feedback to the sieve register. These are the sieve register. These green box are nothing but sieve register. If I take an example, so this is not example, just I am explaining how it is performed. Example will be shown. In this case, we are considering encoder circuit. Encoder circuit, I have already said that the division is a feedback connection. That means the remainder portion is generated by the dividing circuit, and that is the feedback connection. That means generator polynomial will be feedback to the sieve register. So always it is feedback to the sieve register and modulo 2 added. Because modulo 2 added, why it is modulo 2 added? Bx x to the power n minus k added with, bx is added with x to the power n minus k into ux. So this addition will be this thing. Now in these circuits is contain the sieve register or taper delay filter, XOR operation or modulo 2 adder, and the generator polynomial, or this will be treated as a weight here, and two gate are there, S1 and S2, or two switch. Instead of gate you can say switch. S1 and S2, two switch. S1 is the output switch, S2 is the feedback switch, and AM is your message information. Message is 1000, it may be 1001, any one of the message. So initially what happened? S1, this switch S1, this is S1 is a switch, so it can be connected either M or it may be connected to CH. CH is the check bit. CH here written over here, this is the check bit. I am moving the cursor on the CH portion. This is the check bit. Okay. M is the message bit. Initially, S1 switch is connected to M. So this connection is open. So what is happening in this circuit? It is not is coming out, because by means of S1 switch, S1 is the output switch, S1 switch, the information or the bits is coming out to the output of the your encoder circuit. Initially S1 is connected to the message M, and as it is connected S1 here, and again M is connected through this switch S2, it is going feedback to the sieve register one by one, and also be multiplied by the generator polynomial and added here. Clear? So your K information digit serially fed to the input and also to the output, because switch is connected here, switch is connected now here. So this information serially fed to the input, means input of the encoder. This is actually encoder, this portion actually encoder. So it is fed to the encoder message, and also output means C. Output means at the portion C. Because of systematic code. Now first K information digit would also the first K digit of the code word C. So it is this way. Now the gate S2 is closed. Gate S2 is closed. Also the information, that is the whatever the information coming here, that information is serially coming this portion. So then after the next bit is coming, this will be shifted out, and initially we are considering all the sieve register content are 0. So when the S2 close or gate on, K message bit are fed into the sieve register. So the divisor circuit or dividing circuit go on performing division. Finally, when the last information digit is transferred to the output, the sieve register contain n minus k check bits. The parity bits are formed in the sieve register. Suppose if I say 101, 1 is coming, that 1 is serially fed to the output at the NC, and that 1 is through this switch, it is goes to this sieve register. So when this sieve register is 1, the content of this sieve register initially was 0, so it will be goes out. So this 1 and this 0 is again modulo added, it will be shifted to the sieve register content next sieve register. Clear? So this way, every time the your message is shifted, next time another information is coming, it will be shifted, and it will be some division operation is performed. But as the switch S1 is connected here, not here, so whatever is coming out, it is not going output through the C, to the switch S to the C, that is the output of the encoder. So whenever all the bits are serially coming out through M to C directly, that time S2 switch is closed and S1 is connected to your M, not the check bit. Whenever all the bits is coming out, then switch S1 is connected to CH. It's open this connection and it is connected to CH, and gate S2 will be open, means your division operation is performed. So here the check bit is available. Now check bit, as the switch S1 is connected to check bit, it will be coming out. So first is the message bit, then the check bit. So the S2 is now open. When S2 is open, whenever all the message bit is serially output and serially output and as well as serially input to the encoder, then the S2 switch is open and output switch S1 is connected to check bit position. With every subsequent shift, check bit are shifted to the output. Now gate is off, content of the shift register are shifted into the channel. Clear this thing? This circuit connection is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now if I take an example, 7-4 encoder. Encoder based on polynomial 1 plus x plus x2. Same polynomial gx. Okay. So for this case, initially we are considering all the shift register are 0. In this case, we are considering shift register is R0, R1 and R2. See here, register content, blue box is shown. We have mentioned all the register content initially 0, 0, 0. And message, we are considering the message is 1, 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0, 1. So, first is 1, then 1, 0, 1. So this is LSB and this is your MSB message. Okay. Now if first 1 is coming, 1 is here. Now switch is connected to this position. This is open now, and M is connected this. Initially this 0, 0, 0. And how the operation will be performed, register content is showing here for every shift of the clock. R0, one is I am showing here is hash or bar, not hash, that is a bar. That is means the next stage. If I say R0 is the present state, so next state is this thing, showing in the red color. R1 is the present state, the next state what will be this thing. And R2 is the present state of the shift register content, third shift register content, then it will be, that will be R1, next state will be R1. And how many shift register will be there? That will be depends on the order of your polynomial. That means generator polynomial. As the order is 3, we are considering 3 shift register. If it is 4, then obviously you have to be considered 4 shift register. Okay. Now first one is goes. Initially all are 0. So 1 is output. So 1 is output. So code word 1 is coming out. Now in the first shift, what will be the shift register content? So 1 is coming here, gate, this gate is closed. So this 1 is R0 contain 1. Now initially R0 was 0, that R0 will be shifted out, but here 1 was there. So this is modulo added. So 0 and 1, that is gives you 1. So 1 is input to the inputted to the R1. That's why R1 is R2 plus M plus R0. R2 means this R2 actually. Actually this should be M, but here I am mentioning R2. Okay, this thing. Why it is R2? Because when this is shifted out, so R2 is also shifted out. So this will be also added. So this is added. 1 is added with 0. This is 1. This 1 is here and this is 0. So it is coming over here. So the first shift it will be register content 110. This thing is clear. Now next one is coming. Next one. So output is 1 because this is going out. 1. Now what is the register content? That is 110. Again 1. So it is also 1. This is 0. So 0 and this 1. So it is 1. 1 is coming over here and also 1 is coming over here. Okay. So the first register, that is R0, is 1, but previously it was also 1. So that 1 was coming out, and this is also 1. So 1 is 0. So R1 is 0. R1 is 0. So R1 is 0. But previously R1 was 1. So that 1 is coming out and goes to the R2. So R2 is your 1 in the second shift. Clear? Now, in the third shift, M is 0. So 0 is coming out. So that's why it is 0. Now, 0 is coming out. And what is the output of R2 here? 1. So again 1 and 0. So 1 and 0 means 1. Clear? So this 1 is R0. So it is your 1. Now this is 1 and this is also 0. So it is also gives you, because it is 1 and again 1. So obviously it will be 0. So previously R1 was 0. So obviously R2 is also 0 in the third shift. Next is the 1, fourth shift. So fourth shift it is 1. So output is 1. And that 1 is also added with 0. So it is again 1. So 1 is R0 is 1. And previously R0 was 1. So 1 again 1 added, that is gives you again 0. Okay. And previously it was 0. So it is R2 is also 0. So 1 0 0. So all the input bits that are shifted out, then the switch, division process is completed. So one by one all the check bit is coming out. So now the content is 1 0 0. So now S1 is connected to the check bits. So now this message bit is appended with the check bit 1 0 0. So 1 0 0. Clear? So this is the systematic way of generation of the cyclic code, and this can be easily be implemented by means of the shift register and modulo 2 adder, and by that is some gate or switch. So this circuit is clear. So in your exam, this type of question also be there. Okay. Next is the decoding. Encoding is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
বুঝতে পারি না, মাঝে মাঝে চুপ হয়ে যাও তো না, ডিকোডিং পার্ট। ওকে, So in the decoding of cyclic code, in case of block code, already we have known that the syndrome calculation, by means of syndrome calculation, we can easily detect and correct the error. Here also, syndrome, by means of syndrome computation, we can easily find out the error pattern. Whenever we are finding out the error pattern, we can easily correct the error. But the error pattern here, we are representing by means of polynomial. All are representing by means of polynomial. And for systematic, in case of your systematic generation of the cyclic code, non-systematic also, every valid code word polynomial Cx is a multiple of Gx. Cx is Gx and Mx. Non-systematic also, non-systematic, how we have found out, that is M multiplied with convolution of message vector and the polynomial and the generator vector or generator matrix. So that means in polynomial form we can write that the Cx is a multiplication of generator polynomial. This is multiples of the generator polynomial. If the received code word is not a valid code word, received code word is Rx. Always we are mentioning that the R means at the receiver section. Always we are denoting that at the receiver section the vector is R. Receive vector is R. So here we are saying the denoting the Rx is the received polynomial, received code word polynomial. And if any error is there, that means the code word is not valid code word. So Rx will not be the multiples of Gx. Rx will not be the multiple of Gx. This is the checking of the syndrome. Now how we can check the syndrome? Suppose the received word or received code word Rx in polynomial form, we are writing in this form R0 x to the power 0 plus R1 x to the power 1 up to Rn minus 1 x to the power n minus 1, because length is n. If Rx is a correct code word, it is divisible by Gx, because in a systematic way of generation of your cyclic code, we have generated the Bx is nothing but your x to the power n minus k ux divided by Gx. So obviously Rx should be, if is a valid code word without any error, or other way you can say without any error you have received the code word, then it should be divisible by Gx, because we are generating this one. Or it is a, your code word is a multiples of Gx. Otherwise Rx will be Qx Gx quotient into Gx plus Sx. Actually this is your actual thing, this is actually valid code word, and this is your error. Okay. And degree of generator polynomial n minus k already we have mentioned, and degree of Sx should be n minus k minus 1 or less. This factor, this parameter should be important for designing the encoder and decoder. Sx is called syndrome polynomial. Now how you are forming the Sx? When you receive the Rx, you divide the Rx by Gx. So dividing Rx by Gx, and remainder, what is remainder? That is, remainder is Rx means Cx plus error. If error is 0, then Cx by Gx, and as Cx is multiples of Gx, so obviously gx will be cancelled out, you will get the cx, no remainder will be there. And if, so this part is your cancel out, so you are getting only the ex by gx. This portion, so remainder gives you your the sx. Here also you have to be divide the received code word vector by your gx. The syndrome polynomial depends on the error pattern only. Sx is obtained by shifting Rx into a divider by Gx circuit. The register content are the syndrome bits. So same way, like your encoding, here also the decoding also sieve register by means of sieve register, generator, that is weight as in generator, your generator polynomial will be treated as a weight in the decoder, and modulo 2 adder is the main building block of the decoder circuit. If I take, that thing is not here, so it is, if possible, I will give an example in your, when I will give you the slides. Okay, maybe I have missed that thing. One example if I give, then it will be much more clear. So this is the circuit for syndrome computation. Circuit for syndrome computation. See, you have received the Rx 00101110. Initially register content is 000. So only that your syndrome, your register content, you are, that means what is your consideration? Consideration is what is the actually the register content. So this register content gives you the syndrome. Initially register content is 000. This I have missed this thing, that the long division method actually. Okay, so in your, when I will give you the lecture slides to you all, so I will be just that thing I will be considered. See here, the input is, first input is 0. Input is 0. So initially register content is 0. So first input is 0. It is also be 0 because all are 0. So this thing is 0. Okay. This is input 0. Initially 0. This input is 0. This is also 0. Output is 0. Gate is also 0. And these things are nothing but depending on the generator polynomial coefficient, this connection. Next shift is 1. So this is 1. This register is 1. Previously it was 0. So it is 0. This is also 0. Next is again 1. So what will be the register content? This is 1 and this is 1 is output. Previously it was 0. So 1 0 it is 1. Clear? So that's why 1 1 0. Next is 0. So register content, this is 0. And previously it was 1, this is 1. 1 0 it is also 1. So 0 1, and it was 1 previously, so it is also be, next tick it will also be 1. So this way all these things, register content, you have to be considered. So after the last bit 0, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so see here 7 shift, last bit 0. So previously it was 1 1 1. When last is 0 is coming, so this 0 and 0 here, and previously it was 1. So this is 1. Okay. Now this is 1 and this is 1, so it is 0. And as previous bit, this 1, so obviously this third register content is 1. So you are getting 101. So your syndrome here you can get after the 7 shift, because your code word length is 7. So after the 7 shift, what is your register content? That is your syndrome. If your syndrome is 000, so there is no error. Now you are getting the syndrome is 101. That means 5th bit position there is an error. Okay. So you just flip the 5th bit position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5th. Just this is 1. You are receiving 1. So, and this is syndrome is non-zero, that is 101. This is 5th bit position. You just flip it and correct the your received code word. Clear this thing? So this way you can find out the syndrome, or by long division. This is, I have long division, I have skipped, but actually this thing is based on the long division. This, your circuit is based on long division. Okay. So this is the shortcut method. This is the shortcut method, just shifting the register content, and after the last shift means the complete of your code word, what is the register content? From this register content you identify the syndrome. That means that syndrome, which bit position is error, you identify that. That means location of error you have to be identified. Then you flip the bit and correct the error. So the two most important cyclic code application is the Bose-Chaudhuri code and Reed-Solomon code. Reed-Solomon is very important code. I have already mentioned in the first lecture. When I have discussed, not first lecture, it may be in the, it was in the second lecture, I think. That is when I have discussed the, that is your error, different types of error occurs in case of wireless communication. That the burst error, when you consider the burst error, the Reed-Solomon code will be very, very effective to combat the burst error occurs in the channel. So this cyclic code is a very good application for the Bose-Chaudhuri code and the Reed-Solomon code. This is a subclass of non-binary Bose-Chaudhuri code and very powerful code application in digital video broadcasting, storage media, etc. Okay. So Bose-Chaudhuri code, you know the term, Bose, Roy Chaudhuri and Effingham, who discovered this code. This is a powerful code, can correct any number of errors. This Bose-Chaudhuri code, if time permit, I will be after your that is syllabus is covered, I may consider the Bose-Chaudhuri code. So Bose-Chaudhuri code is very powerful code. So any number of error can be correct by using Bose-Chaudhuri code. Decoding scheme simple, as it is decoding or encoding both are simple, because in this case we are considering the SIV register content always. For encoding design, encoder design as well as the decoder design. So cyclic code are good for detecting the burst error, already I have mentioned. And there are some standard cyclic code. Okay, this standard cyclic code is CRC12, CRC16, CRC-CCITT. Okay, so these are the standard cyclic code, and their that is generator polynomial is also be standard. For your cyclic code 12, length is 12, cyclic code 16, cyclic code 16. This is CCITTs. So these are very important cyclic code that are used for channel coding, for combating error and correcting error, detecting and correcting error. So cyclic code 16, CRC 16 code can detect all burst error length 16. That means 16 bits are in error. So 16 bit can be detected and corrected by CRC 16. And it is, performance is 99.99%. Okay. Similarly, your NK cyclic code can detect burst error length up to n minus k. If your length of the code is n, it can correct, because n minus k is your parity bit. So parity bit if n minus k, so obviously it can detect and correct n minus k bits of burst error. That means consecutive bit are in error. Okay, n minus k consecutive bit are in error. So for 7/4, how many burst error can be detect and correct? 3, at most 3, including end around burst. The fraction of untraceable burst of length n minus k plus 1 is 2 minus n minus. These are the just formula. So these are the your some standard polynomial or generator polynomial for check, that is for your detection and the correction of the error, and this is very effective for the your burst error detection and the correction for wireless communication. Okay, so that's all for your cyclic code. If I left any of this that means topic of the cyclic code, so I will include in your, when I will give you the slide. Okay. So up to this portion is clear to you? অনলাইনে তো বোঝা যায় না, তোমাদের তো ফেস টু ফেস দেখতে পাচ্ছি না।
Yes, ma'am.
Very difficult to understand your my lecture is your, that means your, it is understandable to you or not. Okay. Actually, it is a mathematical paper, no? So it is very difficult in PowerPoint presentation. Okay, Ovik is present.